Hello all, I am Riyaz Basha Shaik. So today we are going to discuss about a famous interview question on inheritance. So basically whenever we are giving an interview, we are getting a common interview question like why multiple inheritance is not supported in Java. That means it is not supported in case of while we are extending multiple classes, why it is not possible and what exactly it will happen when we try to do that. So before getting to start that, let's start with inheritance, what exactly it is. Inheritance is a relation between two classes where the child class can able to access the variables and methods from the parent class. Here, the child class is nothing but the thing which is going to get the properties from their parent. So here, by doing to do this inheritance, we need to extend that particular class where we want to get the properties. So there will be multiple types of inheritance are there. So let us concentrate only on what exactly the agenda is. So let's start with the multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance is the process of acquiring properties from multiple classes to a child class. It's called multiple inheritance. So why it is not possible and why multiple inheritance is not possible and why it causes ambiguity. Let us start with the explanation. So here, let me give an example on that. So here I am taking a class which is called parent and I am declaring I is equal to 10 and I am declaring a method m1 here and let me take a printing statement here to ensure that it's a parent method m1 and let us print this I value here. Okay, so it has to print 20 and I'll get back there. So here we just let's start with an example of single inheritance for the first and later I'll be telling like why it is not possible for the multiple. So I am declaring the public here. I am declaring this public class child which is going to inherit the parent extends parent. Oops, let's see what why it is. So actually it is expecting small p as it's a keyword. And one more thing I need to give a concept on access specifier and so each .java file expects only one public class and whatever the public class we are creating it should be the name of that .java. Okay, so here it is named as inheritance.java but actually it has to be child.java as the public is defined behind that main that class. Okay, so I am changing the name to child.java now and see if the errors are gone. So let us start with acquiring the properties from the parent. Okay, so here I'm creating the void m2 method and so I just wanted to show you that we no need to redefine the variables which are declared in the parent. So these are the variables I int I is equal to 0 which is declared in the parent. As we are extending that parent class now, so we are having a freedom to use the variables again. So if you can see here, I am not giving any int that means declaration here. I am directly giving I is equal to I plus 50. See, there are no errors and it is didn't give in any error that you have not declared anything here. So if you want to see the example here, say let me comment this and let me save here and see. See, it is expecting a declaration. It is saying that please create a local variable or please declare any variable, global variable. So here it is acquiring the properties of the child, uh, properties of parent class from the to child class. Okay. So here let's print this value here. And I am declaring the public main method. Okay, let me create an object. So I'm calling our method here m2, and let's see what exactly it prints. It will go and it will retrieve the needed like variables from the parent, and it will consider that one, and it prints 60. So this one executed, and this is not executed because we are calling the child class parents, and we are asking to extend this integer prop, that means the variable properties from the child. So whatever the required things that it is getting, and it is considered in the current class methods. Okay, so it is clear, I guess, and thank you. And later, let me start with the main concept called why multiple inheritance is not possible. Okay, so considering the same example here, let's see here what I'm going to do. Public parent, um, parent to, sorry, int I is equal to 30 I'm giving, and void m4, the method I'm giving here. So let me tell you like what exactly the error it is giving when we are trying to extend multiple classes. See here I'm giving parent to, see how many errors we are getting, and even the id is not able to accept our declarations what we are trying to do. It is saying like we cannot take multiple classes at a time. So generally, what it will happen, let me brief about it. Okay, so when we are trying to give these two parents, like parent and parent two, and child is trying to retrieve the properties of the two classes. See here we are declared int I is equal to 30, int I is equal to 10. Okay, so when we are trying an object and we are trying to create an object of this class, so what will happen? This child will invoke and it will go to the parent classes. This is actually the it is rule, right? It has to. It is because let me tell you an example why it is not, why it is giving an error. Consider in the same way how I have explained for the single inheritance. When we are trying an object to reuse these variables from the parent class, like I is equal to I plus 50. Here, as I said, whenever the object is created, it will go and it will go to the parent class and it will retrieve, it will initialize this I, right? So in this case, this parent and parent two, they both have the similar declarations called on I. Okay, I is equal to 10 and I is equal to 30. So whenever we are trying to execute this one, what will happen? There will be an ambiguity state will be happen because our JVM couldn't be able to find like which class methods, which class variables it has to consider, because parent is also having I is equal I values initialized, and parent 2 is also having I value as initiated, like int I is equal to 30. So in this case, when it has to consider this I is equal to I is equal to I plus 50 in the child, it will go to the ambiguity state like without having with creating a confusing state like which one it has to consider and which one it has to execute. So this is not happening, right? So this is the way we are getting an issue, and that's why it is not possible to do multiple inheritance in Java by acquiring the multiple classes. Okay, it can be done by using the interfaces that I'll be explaining in the coming sessions. So before that, what I can say is like even let me give you another example. See here we are having an extends, right? Extends is a keyword which was designed to expect a single class behind it. See if I remove this parent only one class I'm removing. See if the errors are gone, and see the errors are gone, and it is expecting only one class, and so the errors are gone. The agenda of here is like it should, this extend keyword should accept only one class behind it, and that is actually its property it is. Okay, so if you try to give an another another class here like this, again the errors will pop up because the ambiguity state, that means a confusing state to the JVM while it is executing, like it is creating the object and whenever it is going to assign the values here. Okay, so I think you people are clear about it, and let us meet again with another concepts. Thank you so much. Let's summarize on like what exactly this issue is about. So where exactly we are getting an issue. Okay. So here I have explained about what will happen if we have extended multiple classes at a time. So that will work same when we are trying to access even for the methods also. As per the definition we have discussed in the initial stage of our video, we told like it will accept all the properties and variables from the parent, right? So here let me give the method name called m1, and m1 here. This is method m1, same thing, parent to method 1. So here I'm trying to create a variable, that means object here, and I'm trying to access one of the method from our parent classes, because we are extending, that means we are having a right to acquire the properties of these both classes. So here I have created an object for this, and I'm trying to call method m1. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Like, just think practically, when we are trying to, while we wanted to access one of the M1 method. So which one the JVM has to choose to execute this one? Because these two classes having the equal right to provide the methods. What are the things are available inside their classes and the variables? Okay, that means variables and the methods. So here it has to think like which one it has to provide, whether it's a this one m1 which is in parent, or this m1 method which is under the parent too. So to avoid this issue, okay, so to avoid this issue, that's why it got like the issue called ambiguity. That's why this multiple inheritance is not possible in Java. Okay, it is possible in interfaces, and I will release an more video on interfaces and how we achieve this multiple inheritance there. And thank you so much for your patience, and thank you. Good day.